Hi, this is Don Deems, the Dentist Coach. Thanks for stopping by for the Dentist Coach Insider Strategies. I hope you'll find today's insider strategy useful in your life and practice. My best wishes to you. Hi, this is Don Deems, the Dentist Coach. Thanks for joining me for today's insider strategies. Today I want to talk just briefly about how do we motivate that lazy team member. You know, the one that doesn't seem to participate fully, maybe doesn't get all their job done, maybe the one that other team members complain about, etc. It's a problem that every office faces pretty much, and you may face that too. So in addition to the blog, in which I will talk more directly about some basics, I want to give you just a little inside information, 3 simple tips that will help you in terms of dealing with that lazy team member. Okay? So the first one is that establish the expectations that you have for them with that job. This should include, of course, a job description, meeting with them on a regular basis for growth conferences. I don't recommend performance evaluations. So if you're interested in, well, what's a growth conference, then certainly send me an email. I'd be happy to send you a form that you can use to have a structure for a conversation with an employee about their performance. The other thing on establishing these boundaries and expectations is making sure that they are fully trained. One of the most common complaints that team members have is that, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that, or I didn't know how to do that, or nobody ever trained me, or things like that. So make sure that every team member is fully trained in what they need to do. How do you know that they know? Well, ask them. Give them a checklist of things that they should know and need to know in order to do their job. The second point I'd like to make is provide some positive feedback. All right? I recommend that if a team member is doing something that is counterproductive, even destructive to the practice in any form or fashion, that needs to be addressed that day. It doesn't need to sit there till the next day or the next week or the next month or until you decide to do a growth conference. Deal with that immediately. Now, in terms of providing the positive feedback, this is where the growth conference comes into place that I previously mentioned. Growth conferences are a way that you can understand where the person is, what they're trying to achieve, as well as giving you one-on-one time with the employee to provide some positive feedback. You know, the reason that I quit doing performance evaluations many years ago was that it was always a negative. I might say 99 great things about them, and I would say one constructive thing, and what would they focus on? The one constructive thing, and it was always a negative. They just walked away feeling bad, and then I felt bad, and so nothing was gained from it, even though they might have done a superb job overall. So I encourage you to look for ways to provide positive feedback. One of the ways is the growth conference. Certainly praising the employee for a job well done in front of patients and in front of their own team members is something that I recommend that you do on a regular basis. Learn to say thank you. You know, just like you like to be reinforced with positive affirmations, do the same for them. The last point that I want to make is create a nurturing work environment. When looked at most dental practices in the 15 plus years now that I've been coaching dentists, the work environment isn't so great. When I talk to team members, I find out that there's a lot of things that aren't working really well in their work environment. And I would encourage you to figure out, well, what do I need to have a very nurturing and healthy workplace environment? The American Psychological Association certainly has guidelines. I've written several articles about it, and I'd be happy to send you one about that. I've completed workshops not only for the American Dental Association, but there's also a video on my website which is about an hour long if you're interested in learning more detail that way. So look for that. As a side note, this is something that I am keenly aware of and do know a lot about. In 2003, I was honored by the Arkansas Psychological Association for the Healthy Workplace Award, which is something I didn't even know existed. I was kind of bumfuddled by it. The following year, I was nominated for the National Award, and I'm actually the only dentist who has ever received the National Best Practices Award by the American Psychological Association. And they asked me to give a keynote speech and also do a workshop for, believe it or not, the Arkansas Psychological Association on healthy workplace practices. So I would love to help you. If you're interested in making a greater impact with your practice, getting your team members to all get on board and being the most productive that you can be, please feel free to call me. You can go online and schedule a complimentary consultation just to talk to me and find out, would we be a good match, okay? So that's all for today. I hope you read the blog and check out the other video on the website which talks about healthy workplace practices, okay? Take care. Thanks for watching today's Insider Strategy. I hope to see you around for future videos. If you have a comment, would like to ask me a question, or have a topic you'd like to see me talk about, please leave your comments in the box below. Thanks again, and my best wishes to you.